She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
Welcome to day 17 of our 31 days to internal satisfaction healing journey, sis. Y'all done got through the first few weeks. Can you believe it? Whew. I know you got to feel a little difference while we 2 weeks into this, okay? That is a major milestone. That means, sis, that you have been showing up and showing out for yourself. And yes, I see the views and the comments are low. I'm not worried about them, sis. They don't want to hear. They want to keep being victims and they want to keep getting played. They not my audience. You are. So don't worry about them, and I don't worry about them either. They're not going to push me away to making y'all get the results that you deserve. That's what you deserve, because let's be real. This ain't been an easy journey through life, but this healing is necessary. Now, before I dive into today's discussion, let's knock out our reminders, because a lot of y'all who are just coming here who are new don't know them. First and foremost, get your copy of 31 Days to Internal Satisfaction. You're going to need this book as we finish this journey. You're going to need this book for every time you have a life setback, an emotional setback, friends disappointed you. Anytime that you feel like you're depressed or sad or whatever, you're going to need this healing guide to redirect it back into a positive energy. It's available in ebook and paperback. So get that, use it as your accountability partner over and over and over again. And while you're there, get your copy of Never Date Just One, sis. So you can understand why you need to stop using your emotions and sex trying to get the results you're looking for. That's what got a lot of y'all to become single parents with no marriage and no accountability for yourself, sis. I don't hold men accountable. I hold you accountable. You weren't taught how to date properly, but you was taught how to have sex. And that's what a lot of y'all are doing. So I'm taking it back, pushing it back. I'm teaching you how to date properly with multiple options and choose the best option for you, sis. And then from there, how to make sure that you get the results that you deserve. But you got to change the way you think to know that you deserve it first. So get your copy so we can start learning how to do that the right way. And if you need to know what it looks like, player position, sis, I got you. Shantae did exactly what y'all going through. Got her heart broke by a nothing ass ninja. Had to rebuild, re-love herself, and get back out there. She didn't take no for an answer. She got the results that she knows she deserved. Get your copy in ebook or paperback to see exactly what that's like. And then, sis, you're toxic. I wouldn't date you either. I keep telling y'all 10 toxic habits, whether you have all 10 or not. I wouldn't date you either. A lot of y'all just won't even get over y'all past. A lot of y'all just got too much going on. You just be giving too much too soon. You don't even know if the man like you, and they usually don't. So July 25th, make sure you get ready to get that ebook or that paperback so that you can heal your toxic stuff. So even if the cesspool of dating doesn't clear up, at least you're ready to receive that energy when it does show. And you can teach your children how to do better when it's their turn. And the main book that should be on your radar, that 3-book series, Divorce Not Desperate, My Baby, I ain't wrote a series in so long. And I know I got another 2-book series on the way for my, it's called Hurricane. This one gonna be great. Stay tuned for that. But book 1 of Divorce Not Desperate series drops August 8th with Bati from the Caribbean to Africa as she navigates the high seas with all these men and all this treacherous activities going on. I don't know if she's gonna have a happy ending or not, but what I will know is this. It's going to include some romance, some drama, some mess if I can't, but it's also going to have some healing and some parts of self-love and some parts of getting back to herself. So August 8th, book 1 drops. Get ready to get your copy of ebook and paperback. Blow me up for my birthday. Here are some new reminders for those, again, who are not familiar who Coach China T, also author China T, is. These are other books that I have that are going to be for you or going to be for others in your family that are going to help them. First and foremost, Express Yourself, a journal for teens and young adults, male and female, okay? This is going to help them unlock self-love. There are 31 journal prompts in here and activities because y'all know I can't make y'all heal if y'all don't do work. If your child, and I want to start this as early as 13, every 13-year-old boy and girl from 13 on up to 21 should have a copy of this. This is going to help them build their self-esteem, build in who they are so that they're not confronted with this problem of non-healing like you are now while you're grown. We can try to make sure we tackle that while they're younger, okay? So that they don't come into adulthood with chips on their shoulders and fed up attitudes, okay? So get a copy of this. It's available now. You can purchase this in ebook as well as paperback. I prefer you get a paperback so your teen can work through it, and you can possibly work through it too with your healing journey. Listen, we all got to have a place to start. That's a place to start when you're young, so that you never get to the place where you are now that you're older. And also for those who want to plan out their accomplishments, sometimes all you need is a planner. And in this planner, we got some of the same things, some guides about healing, the vision board. You're going to talk about you being your biggest critic. I even got a place for y'all to learn how to budget grocery shopping and learn how to save y'all money. Because that's a goal that a lot of people have. They want to learn how to save more money so that they can do more things. So get your accomplishment planner. You're going to go through, again, activities, things for you to do. But the main thing here that I love, again, is budgeting. And for a lot of y'all that live paycheck to paycheck, y'all need this. And I also go into helping you lose weight as well. Because a lot of y'all do want to get some weight off y'all, but y'all are not motivated. Accomplish it this year or next. But get this copy so that we can do something great in your life. It helps heal trauma immediately once you accomplish it. And if you just want to learn how to date to relate, this is for men and women. My date to relate guide, okay? We're going to go through this as well, talking about some of the same things that we got to talk about in all of our dating stuff. Learning who you are, your self-image, self-completion. Then you want to go into your values, your previous relationships. All of this right here is going to be exactly what those who are ready to date, like one person at a time. If you want to seriously date for marriage. It says date to relate. That means date to relationship. Roster dating, never date just one. We're getting to the date one person, okay? But we got to know the options first. But if you're the type of person that know exactly what you want, if you've healed your trauma, and you want to move straight to date to relate, so that you can start identifying the things that you need to change, what you should do differently or better or keep doing, and moving forward. It's exactly the whole relationship evaluation in depth, in full, and it goes into so much more. So this may be for those who want to actually be doing a date. They don't need to heal. They've already done all that. They don't want a roster date. They want to seriously date. They want to date with a serious intention of marriage. Date to relate is what you need, male and female. And then if you want to learn how to eat better, live cleaner, eat to live longer. This is my guide right here that helps for those who want to understand what the acid versus alkaline body is. For those who want to understand exactly why we tell y'all about the parasites, try to explain to y'all the importance of fasting. Why I told y'all to come out here to this ground and walk barefoot. That's grounding. While hugging a tree is charging you. How to use the bathroom properly, because we've been taught how to use the bathroom wrong for so long. Listen, if you want to just know how it really is supposed to go, get you a copy of this. I can't tell you nothing else. It's got a lot of recipes in there too if you want to change up your eating. Because I'm telling y'all, a lot of times you just need to change, do small things. So say you don't want to become fully vegan. That's okay. You want to still have your chicken. Okay, well, you're going to take out some other things and replace your dairy cheese with plant-based cheese. You see what I'm saying? This book is going to help you be able to make those small changes that's going to make a big difference in your life. And that's available now as well. Then we have the Big Small Business Guide. This is what I talked to y'all about on a day that we talked about business, small business, okay? And how it leads to trauma when it doesn't go the way you want, but that's because you're allowing unnecessary tolerances into getting your business. I told y'all this book got everything from you learning how to name your business, and make sure that when you name your business, you're going to look it up with the USPTO department and your state to make sure you're not choosing somebody else's business name. All the way on up to how you build your business credit, how you start paying yourself. And if you want to do a nonprofit, all of this is here. Y'all go out there asking so many people on social media, TikTok, all this, how to start a business, getting all incorrect information or half-ass information. And I'm giving you the whole tidbit here. How you to build a successful business. It's worked for me. As y'all can see, we still here. I haven't had a business fail or flop since I started having businesses. Why? Because I know how to run businesses. And I know how to maintain money. So get your copy so you can be just like me with all the same knowledge. See, I told y'all I got y'all for any person in your family, any part of your life, male, female, children, or adults. Coach China got you. Now let's talk about today's topic. One that a lot of y'all keep dropping the ball on because you just don't know it yourself. And if you do know it, you don't know how to convey it. Your love language. Grab your copy of 31 Days to Eternal Satisfaction and turn to day 17. If you don't know your love language, you will continuously fail when trying to secure the best love for your heart, sis. Many people feel unloved because they have not defined what love is to them. How your love is supposed to feel and what language love that fits your love response. Love language is describing how we receive love from others. The 5 love languages include words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Some of y'all are out here thinking y'all are unloved when really you just haven't defined how you want to be loved, sis. And that's probably because you just don't know how you want to be loved. And in that sense, how are you going to convey it or tell somebody else how to love you? So let me break it down and define all 5 of these languages so you can understand what resonates with you. Words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, physical touch. Everybody loves different things, but 1 or 2 of these love languages are going to speak to your spirit louder than the other ones. That's what you're going to run with. That's your love language. That's the way that you know that your heart is safe, that you know that you are being protected and provided for. Let me give you some examples. Me, for existence. Acts of service is my primary love language. When someone goes out of their way to make life easier, that's how I know I'm being loved, that I'm receiving love. Whether they cooking a meal for me, learning how to cook vegan food is definitely, yeah. Filling up my tank, oh my God. Handling a chore for me, making sure I don't have to stress myself too thin. That's what makes me feel secure and stay in my soft feminine energy. It's just not about the help. It's about the intention behind it. Now, after acts of serving, my next one I identify with is receiving gifts. Because when a man gives me, shows me that I'm worth the effort, that I'm worth the time, and I'm worth his money, that's the real investment I'm looking for. That's how I know I'm a priority to him. So a man who doesn't give gifts or make life easier for me, you are not loving me how I want to be loved. That's how I know you don't like me, and I pay attention to that. That's how you're going to pay attention to yours, sis. Based on your love language is how you can identify not being love bombed. Now, you, sis, maybe you need words of affirmation. You need those verbal reminders that you're beautiful, you're strong, you're valuable, you're doing a good job. Maybe that's how your spirit gets filled. Or, sis, maybe you just like time. You love to spend quality time with someone. You need their undivided attention and their divided attention. You want them to be consistent. You want them to show up for you over and over again without any excuses and without you having to ask and beg for it. I get it. Maybe you just like the physical touch part. You like to be hugged and caressed and kissed and loved all over. You want the affection that show up with you without it going to sex. A lot of women want that. Just the physical closeness that says, I see you, I feel you, I love you. But this is the real deal, sis. If you don't know what your love language is, you're not going to be able to convey it. And people are going to continue loving you wrong, and it's going to keep feeling wrong because it's never going to feel right. You'll keep blaming everybody else but yourself because the truth be told, you didn't give them any direction, sis. And if you can't give them direction because you don't know, well, we're going to end that today. If you don't know what it is, you cannot recognize when somebody is using your love language to love bomb you. That's why you got to be familiar with how you want to be loved. Again, receiving gifts. If a man knows that my love language, or my second love language is receiving gifts, right? And he's trying to push forward to get me in the bed, he's going to do what? He's going to overdo it with the gift given early on. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. By 6 weeks in, this man that gave me a bunch of different gifts. All he was doing was building up to the point where he can get me to where he's trying to get me to the bed. And after that, he has no intentions for me because he gonna get out of there. See, a man with intentions not gonna love bomb and come at you that fast. But, and there is a huge but, he's not gonna take his time either, sis, because he gonna already know what he want. So yes, sis, some men study your heart just to manipulate it. That's why you have to be aware of your love language. That's why today's lesson is about you understanding what love looks like for you, so that nobody can trick you out of your counterfeit version the way they've been doing thus far. So you ready for today's assignment? Well, you already know how we do. Go find your quiet spot. Take your meditation music if you need to. Sit down and get comfortable. All right, turn on your music. Close your eyes. Breathe in and then inhale deeply, filling your gut with air, counting 1/1000 5 times. Exhale slowly, And say to yourself, I am her. My love language protects my heart because I am her. Say it again and again and again until you feel it in your heart. Now open your eyes and ask yourself, how do I want to be loved? And go figure it out. For your activity, there are going to be questions, and you're going to have to choose the option that best sits well with you out of those two options. So you're going to be presented with two. You're going to narrow down your dominant love language. It might be more than one, but pay attention to the one that feels the most like you, sis. That's the one that you need to start communicating in your relationships early on so that you can get the people out of there who don't want to do it the right way and start recognizing when somebody is trying to use it against you. Don't forget your journal entry. Reflect on what you learned about your love language, sis. Think about your past situations where you didn't even understand your love language, didn't know it, and how you didn't convey it, and how it didn't turn out the way you wanted to do, and how you felt unfulfilled. Think about all of that, because we're not going back there, sis. We're not playing around this time. We're not being blind. We're not staying empty. We are through the halfway mark, and I'm proud of you. So tomorrow is day 18. We're going to come in hot. We're going to keep building, and healing. I will see y'all until then. Keep going, keep growing, and keep glowing. See you tomorrow, sis.
Welcome to Chinatown. This is your host, Coach China T, who's also a known author. And as you can see here, I have several books that have been released and that are releasing over the next month and a half to 2 months. So make sure you head over to Amazon, get these ebooks. You can also get them in paperback at Lulu by clicking my website, china-t.com. Come follow me and learn more.